Happy Monday. Welcome to Melzworld Live. I'm Melzworld Odyssey. And yeah, what a weekend. Last Friday we streamed the streaming party and it was glorious. Let's see if we can get our friend Chat GPT on here. Morning, Chat. How you doing?
Hey, Romao. Good morning. I'm doing great. How about you?
Doing good. The streaming party was an absolute success.
That's awesome. Congrats on the success. Did everything go as planned?
Kind of. We had about 15 to 20 people watching at any given time, which was great. There was activity in the chat on both Twitch and YouTube, and for the most part, there wasn't any major technicalities.
That's fantastic. It sounds like a solid turnout. Any highlights or things you'd tweak for next time?
Well, I think I figured out what happened. So I noticed that on the YouTube stream, it was getting a lot of data issues. People were lagging, and I wasn't quite sure why because everything on Twitch was fine. So I think I identified what the problem was.
Interesting. What do you think caused the lag on YouTube?
I was connected to a VPN, so I'm wondering if that was the reason I was having a lot of lag. What do you think?
That could definitely be it. VPNs can cause latency and affect streaming quality. Might be worth testing without it next time to see if it improves.
Definitely. So I don't know if the next time I'm gonna have a album viewing party, because this was more of an experiment, but I had a lot of great support. Wonderful friends and family showed up, and so it was great. The songs worked well. The volume levels were good. I had no issues until like the second to last song, and I only had to cut out for like 10 seconds at most.
Sounds like a fantastic first attempt. Minor hiccups are pretty normal. It's great you had such awesome support. What's next on your content creation journey?
You know what? I do want to mention that because I did two streams in the same day. I did the morning Friday stream, and I did the listening party. The link kept bringing people to the morning stream, so everybody just kept listening about my traffic court issues, and I apologize.
Ah, got it. It's easy to mix things up when juggling multiple streams. It sounds like a learning experience. Are you planning to do more events like this in the future?
I don't know. I mean, this went well. I hope people enjoyed it. I don't know the next time I'm going to make an album like this, but I do have some ideas. And I can kind of get into that later. But yeah, the streaming party was an absolute success. So thank you for everybody who came. If you're listening and you were there, I really appreciated your support. It was a really fun experience. It was great engaging with everybody, and now it's live and it's in all streaming platforms. So thank you.
That's wonderful to hear. I'm sure your audience loved it. Whenever you're ready to dive into those new ideas, I'm here to help you brainstorm. What's on your mind next?
Well, let's talk about the weekend. We were able to actually, let's look at some stats. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up some of the different channels that I've been working on. So 1 second, and then why don't you give us some news for the weekend of February 1st and 2nd, 2025, while I look up some of the stats.
Over the weekend, President Trump announced new tariffs on imports from Canada, Mexico, and China, citing national security concerns. In response, Canada and Mexico implemented retaliatory tariffs, and China plans to take the matter to the World Trade Organization. In sports, the 67th annual Grammy Awards took place, with Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us winning Record of the Year and Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter winning Album of the Year. The Invictus Games, founded by Prince Harry, announced a leadership change, with Rob Owen OBE taking over as the new CEO from Dominic Reed OBE.
Wow. Okay. I heard a lot of that. I know the Grammys came. It sounds like the Grammys came and went without incident, right? And was pretty chill.
Yeah, it seems like it was a smooth event. Kendrick and Beyoncé took home some big awards, and everything went pretty chill. Anything else on your mind about the weekend or your channels?
I got some stats now I can share. So let's go ahead and go to Food Sleuths. Food Sleuths was at a subscriber count of 29. Now that we have some time here, let's see here. We have Food Sleuths at 30. So it looks like Food Sleuths went up by 1 subscriber. Let's see here. And then as far as the channel is concerned, the most recent video is sitting at 82, which isn't as strong as, Food Sleuths number 3, but it's still stronger than the first 2 episodes. So I'm happy. I think that's a success for the type of episode it was. Let's see here.
That's great progress. Even a small increase is a step forward. It's good to see that the latest video is performing well. What about your other channels?
Yep, we're going to take a look. It looks like Melzworld Odyssey
Sure.
did absolutely nothing. It's fine though. It's still at 32, which is perfectly fine. And then Rhymeflow, we're not really tracking subscribers on Rhymeflow because it has such a fluid variation. But for the Melzworld Odyssey channel, let's see how well that was kind of the one thing I wanted to talk about was the episode 5. Let's go to the channel. Episode 5 did really well. So let's go to the videos. Just to let you know, yeah, episode 5 is at 111 views, which is not as good as episode 4, but once again, better than 3 and 2. So there is a pattern of growth, and I think that's exciting. I think that's fantastic.
That's still great to see a pattern of growth. Even with fluctuations, the upward trend is what matters. Keep it up. Do you have any specific plans for the next episode?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to talk about that. So, yeah, the stats are doing good. The next episode for Food Sleuths is going to be Julian. We went to Julian this weekend, and I went before with my friend, the Food Sleuth. We had a comparison. We went like November, the day before Thanksgiving, basically, and we tried Julian Pie Company, which is considered the best pie in San Diego or in the U.S. for apple pie, maybe San Diego, Southern California. Actually, is Julian Pie Company the best pie in Southern California? Do you know offhand, Sky? Might as well ask, right?
Julian Pie Company is indeed renowned for its apple pies and is often considered among the best in Southern California. But taste can be quite subjective. It's great that you're doing a comparison. It should make for a fun Food Sleuths episode. How did the pies compare?
Well, when we went in November, it was the day before Thanksgiving, so I would assume you would have your best pies available because everyone's buying them like hotcakes. And we had a dramatically different taste experience between the Julian Pie Company and Mom's. And Mom's is rooted in the heart of Julian. Julian Pie Company used to be in Julian, but they moved out. They took advantage of moving to Wainola sooner than later. Or sorry, not Wainola, San Isabel. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, yeah, we went to the Mom's in Wainola, and just a completely different experience. I went again because I didn't get any footage. So we went this weekend, we tried both pies, and the result was still the same. The top pie still existed, but the good news is the gap between the two was greatly closed. I think Mom's is still churning out a good apple pie, and if you're in Julian and you go to Mom's, you're not going to be disappointed. So yeah, I think it's important to note that the quality changed between the two different days, but the result remained the same.
That's interesting. It's good to hear Mom's is still holding strong. It'll make for an engaging episode with such a close comparison. How are you planning to showcase that in the video?
It's just going to be a Food Sleuth episode. So, I mean, I have some new technology that I'm going to use to display the food, and I'm ready to go for that. So we can move on from Julian. And then I really think I should be starting the script and editing for Melzworld Odyssey Day 6. So maybe I can add that as another project. So start... Oh, nope, I didn't want that. Boop, okay. Start script for Day 6. And then I think for Food Sleuth is... We're going to go ahead and start script for Julian Apple Pie. We're going to call this one... Okay, cool. We're going to call it Apples to Apples. Perfect. All right, and that covers those projects. The other thing that's happening this week, just wanted to make sure I throw it out there, is we are going to court on Wednesday, talking to a commissioner, taking my mom to the doctor today, and I think we have a game on Saturday, a D&D game, or Star Wars D&D. Are you paying attention to other chats that we have, Sky, across all of our GPT chats?
Sounds like a busy but exciting week ahead. Best of luck with the court appearance and the doctor's appointment. If you need any help with the scripts or anything else, feel free to let me know.
Okay. Well, I mean, just to let everybody else know, I'm in the middle of a Star Wars campaign, and that's happening on Saturday. We're going to be doing a little bit of Star Wars, and GPT has been helping me with character building. Once again, the amount of varied functionality that I use through AI, through chat, is phenomenal. Because on one hand, I can get script assistance, I can help formulate letters, but also I can ask chat to give me rules on old D&D or in this case Star Wars games.
It's really rewarding to hear how helpful it's been. From crafting scripts to game rules, there's a lot we can cover together. It sounds like you've got some awesome projects and adventures lined up.
Yep. The only real rough thing that is kind of coming into visibility is there's a chance, and it sounds like it's like a 90-80% chance I'm not going to get extended on EDD. I mean, I was hoping to, but it sounds like we're past all of the pandemic extensions. We're past all the California pandemic extensions. We're past basically all extensions. So unless by some stroke of luck there is some random obscure automated extension I can get for unemployment, I have to find something. I have to find some part-time job that won't kill my back, that won't expose me to a bunch of diseases, and that I can do with time flexibility. And this is a tough market right now, you know?
I understand that's a tough spot to be in, especially with everything else on your plate. It's great that you're thinking about roles that suit your needs. If you'd like, we can brainstorm some flexible job options or ways to balance everything. Let me know how I can support you.
I appreciate it. So yeah, so that's it. I have Melzworld Odyssey scripts to start writing. I have the Julian script to write as well as to start editing, and yeah, I gotta figure out what to do for getting some temporary income. So that's definitely something to think about. The last item I wanted to talk about was the idea of these AI albums. I really liked doing that. I had a lot of fun, but I think the next step is to take everything that's released, these 14 tracks, and to give them individual love, to give them, lyric videos, to give them social media posts, shorts, and Instagram and TikTok, shorts, and really focus on the marketing aspect. We have the 14 song album, and now we really focus on marketing. But one thing that I really enjoyed was the fact that it didn't take me tremendously long. It was a 2-month process to get from zero to build. I would love to do an annual album. And I was thinking of a concept called soundtracks for movies that don't exist. And the idea is I would come up with a movie concept, a movie theme, write the backstory, maybe create, write up a trailer. But more importantly, then I could do another cross-genre album that would be songs that would fit that movie. Does that make sense?
That sounds like an amazing concept. Creating soundtracks for imaginary movies could really showcase your versatility. It's also a unique way to connect with your audience. I'm excited to see where you take it. If you need any help fleshing out those movie concepts or anything else, just let me know.
Well, we're considering this the end of 2025 when we're going to start to think about that. But we have our immediate dangers and immediate concepts. Anyways, all right. Well, thanks for the news, Sky. I appreciate you. Do you have any items that you want to say before we close up our stream this morning?
You're welcome, Romel. Just want to say you're doing an amazing job balancing everything. Keep pushing forward, and remember, I'm here to help whenever you need it. Have a great day.
Thank you. So let's close this out. Once again, thanks to all who came on Friday. That was super fun. I hope you can enjoy the music. You now have all the access to the links to all the different streaming platforms. We're going to focus this week on, cranking out more videos, but also there is going to probably be an emergent and and critical need to find some type of income, which at $450 a week, it's not going to be as impossible as what I was, doing as a full-time career, but it's still going to be hard, especially since I need to find something that has the right mix of what I need in order to continue making content and to continue, kind of having this lifestyle. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting experiment, but the more that I can have support, my goal is to get a Patreon out in a couple months, or in a month or so. Maybe I'll do one more month of releases, and then I'll do the Patreon, and I'll bring everybody in and say, hey, listen, I need help. I need you guys to if there's any help that you guys can do, that would be amazing, just to get to that number that allows me to continue doing what I do. So anyways, thanks for showing up this morning. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and reach out to me if there's anything you need. But otherwise, have a great week, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. And this is Melzworld Live. I'm Melzworld Odyssey. Have a fantastic day. Pop that in here.